It started like any other Wednesday, cool air settling over the sleepy town, blue dusk drawn across the cracked sidewalks. Nia walked home from school, backpack heavy, conversations echoing from earlier, fading into quiet. Her shortcut, a narrow alley on Juniper Drive, beckoned with its promise of time saved. The alley cut between faded houses, their windows reflecting nothing but grey sky. Tonight. Nia hesitated by the entrance, doubt biting at her. Her mother's recent story echoed in Nia's mind, a stranger in an old van pestering for directions, trying to lure her into the car. Mom had been lucky. Nia shook off a shiver and stepped in, holding her breath. Within the tight passage, the world shrank. Damp brick walls pressed on either side, the air tasted metallic, like rain and something else. Nia's footsteps clicked too loud, her backpack brushing against a knot of weeds. A car engine purred behind her. Its hum tugged at the edges of her nerves. She glanced back, a battered white van idle at the alley's end, headlights dim, the driver's face a silhouette framed by the wheel. She quickened her pace, head down, but the van did not creep away. Instead, it inched forward, tires crackling over loose gravel, blocking the exit behind. Nia's pulse thudded. Now she was caught between two fences, no way out. She fished her phone from her pocket. Fingers trembling, she pressed it to her ear, pretending to talk to anyone. She forced her lips to move, rehearsing nonsense, heartbeat threatening to choke her words. For a moment, it seemed to work. The van slowed. Nia babbled into the phone, eyes fixed ahead, feet trying not to break into a run. She just needed to make it to the street, where people might see. Suddenly, the van swung in faster, hugging the curb. The engine revved, then idled, driver craning his head from the window. A voice, slow, deliberate, called, "Hey, can you help me?" "I am lost. I need to find Oak Avenue." Nia stopped. The alley's air weighed on her, thick and hard to swallow. She pretended to listen on her phone, then shook her head, eyes wide. "Sorry, I do not know." Her voice barely made it out. The driver just watched her, unblinking. The van's headlights flickered. Seconds stretched, each heartbeat a drum. Nia's body screamed to run, but she dared not move. His gaze slid from her face to the phone and back. For a breathless moment, she thought he might open the door, step barefoot onto broken glass, reach out and put an end to her story. Her knuckles whitened around the phone. She remembered her mother's story. This was the moment. He stared at her phone again as she whispered, "Yeah, I will be there in a minute." She made her voice sound like she was expected, like someone real was listening. With a final, hard glance, the driver looked away. The van's engine groaned. He reversed, headlights swinging wild beams across the alley before the vehicle drove away, out, back onto the silent road. Her knees nearly gave. She waited, listening for a return, but all she heard was her pulse in her ears and a distant dog barking. When she was sure the van was gone, she ran. The air stung, sharp and cold in her lungs. She ran every step home. Each time she looked back, she expected to see headlights or a shape slipping out from behind a fence. She reached her front door with shaking hands, gasping out stories her mother would not believe. Her mother eyed her, unimpressed. Told her it was just her imagination, she was making it up, trying to copy an old story. That hurt worse than the stranger's stare. Nia's panic wilted into silence as her mom walked away. The next day, her mother's boyfriend walked her to school. They said it was for her own good, but also that she was being dramatic. "Nothing happened," her mom said again that night, as if repeating it made it true. Nia watched her window for the van. She watched at school too, seeing shadows behind every corner. Her friends laughed off her story, but she started staying after class, taking busier streets home, never alone in the alley again. Rumors filtered through town, kids gone missing, a woman's shoe found in a ditch, police searching with dogs at dawn. Nia paid close attention, marking every strange car, every old van parked too long along the curb. A nervous habit, she started pretending to be on her phone more often, even when the streets were full, even in the daylight. Shadows seemed longer, footsteps closer. Safety became its own illusion. One evening, she heard laughter ahead, a group of high schoolers, their voices bright under street lamps. A woman appeared among them, smiling too wide, joining their jokes. Nobody seemed to remember when she would join the group. Someone cracked a joke, the laughter echoing. The woman's cackle sliced through the others, a hair too loud, a beat out of sync. The group grew quiet, unease crawling over their shoulders. They exchanged uncertain glances but kept walking. The woman stayed with them, never speaking except to repeat whatever someone said. As the kids neared the crosswalk, she parroted, "Let us get food," voice mimicking, not belonging. That was the moment they realized something was wrong. They hurried ahead, cutting through backyards and climbing fences, not daring to look behind. When they finally reached a well-lit intersection, she was gone. They stood breathless, afraid to speak about what had followed them. Days passed, with Nia haunted by more odd sightings, an unfamiliar face at her favorite coffee shop, the same eerie van parked a block away, someone always a little too close at the thrift store, always just out of reach. At times, she questioned herself, wondered if it was all in her head. Her drawings grew darker, margins filled with alleyways, empty vans, figures peering through glass. Every noise after dark sent her heart racing. Even after moving out of town, the anxiety trailed after Nia, in crowded subway cars, in lobbies, in the patterns of strangers' faces. She grew used to checking mirrors, refusing unfamiliar rides, trusting only her gut. Years later, she saw an online story about a missing person, someone vanishing from her old neighborhood, last seen near Juniper Drive. The chilling sense of almost was worse than any ghost story. Nia kept the memory like a hidden bruise. She understood now. Fear is real, even when no one believes you. Some shadows never lift. Sometimes pretending is all that saves you. Sometimes it is all you have. She still walks with her phone out, voice poised to call for help. Each footfall reminds her of the alley's walls, the van's headlights, the stare that weighed her life against its own risk. She's never told the story to anyone who believed it. On quiet nights, Nia lies awake, listening to the hum of cars. She wonders what might have happened if she had not listened to that cold flicker of instinct, and what else has slipped unseen down Juniper Drive.